Right now, you might be sitting alone, your phone isn't ringing, nobody's texting, and there's this heavy feeling in your chest that whispers, I need someone to be happy. But what if I told you that Buddha discovered something 2,500 years ago that changes everything? What if the key to your happiness has been inside you all along? Don't click away, because in the next few minutes your loneliness could transform into your greatest strength. Welcome back, my friends. I know why you're watching this video today. You're feeling alone. Maybe you're in a room full of silence, scrolling through your phone, seeing everyone else's happy moments, and wondering, why do I feel so empty? Why can't I be happy like them? I want you to take a deep breath with me right now, because what you're feeling is not a weakness. It's actually the beginning of something beautiful. Buddha himself taught us that suffering shows us where we need to grow. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 powerful Buddhist principles that will teach you how to create genuine happiness from within, no matter who's in your life or who isn't. These aren't just ancient teachings. Modern science backs them up, and I've seen them transform lives, including my own. So, if you're ready to stop depending on others for your happiness and start building unshakable inner peace, stay with me until the end. And if this message speaks to you, please hit that like button and subscribe. It helps me reach more people who need to hear this. Now, let's begin your journey from loneliness to inner freedom. Why we feel we need others to be happy. Let me ask you something honest. When did you first learn that you need other people to be happy? Think back to your childhood. Maybe when you cried alone, someone said, "Don't worry, I'm here." When you achieved something, you looked for someone to celebrate with you. Slowly, year after year, your mind learned a simple equation. People equal happiness, and no people equal sadness. This is what Buddha called attachment. We attach our happiness to external things, especially to other people, and this attachment becomes our prison. We start believing we're incomplete without someone by our side. A partner, a best friend, a busy social circle. Without them, we feel broken. But here's the truth Buddha discovered. This is just conditioning. It's not reality. Your brain has been trained to think this way, but it doesn't mean it's true. Scientific research shows us something fascinating. There's a huge difference between loneliness and being alone. Loneliness is a painful feeling that comes from the belief that you're missing something. Being alone is simply a physical state. You can be surrounded by hundreds of people and still feel lonely. And you can be completely alone and feel perfectly peaceful. I'll tell you a story. There was a woman who had everything: loving husband, 3 children, many friends. But every night she felt empty inside. Why? Because she never learned to be happy with herself. Then her children grew up and moved away. Her husband passed, and suddenly she had to face herself. That's when her real journey began. She started meditation, spent time in nature alone, and slowly discovered that the happiness she was searching for outside was always waiting inside. This is where your journey begins too. Understanding that needing others is just a learned habit, not your true nature. Understanding your true nature, now I want to share with you one of the most liberating truths Buddha ever taught. And once you truly understand this, everything changes. Buddha said that you are already complete. Right now, exactly as you are, sitting wherever you are whole. You don't need another person to complete you. You don't need validation, approval, or company to be enough. You already are enough. But your mind doesn't believe this. Your mind has been telling you stories for years. Stories like, "I'll be happy when I find the right person," or "Life is meaningless without friends," or "I need someone to share my life with." These are just thoughts. They're not facts. They're not truth. They're just mental patterns playing on repeat. Buddha spent years studying the mind, and he discovered something profound. The mind creates suffering by constantly reaching outside for fulfillment. It's always looking for the next thing, the next person, the next experience. And this constant reaching keeps you in a state of lack. You feel incomplete because your mind keeps telling you that you are. Let me share something incredible with you. Scientists have studied Buddhist monks who spend years in solitude, meditating in caves and remote monasteries. These monks have some of the highest levels of happiness and life satisfaction ever recorded. Brain scans show unusual activity in the left prefrontal cortex, the area associated with positive emotions and well-being. These people have almost no social contact, yet they're radiantly happy. How is this possible? Because they've discovered what Buddha taught. Happiness doesn't come from outside. It comes from understanding your own nature. Think about the sun for a moment. The sun doesn't need anything external to shine. It doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't need other stars nearby to give it light. It simply shines because that's its nature. You are exactly the same. Your true nature is peace, joy, and completeness. But layers of conditioning, false beliefs, and mental noise have covered it up. When you sit quietly and observe your thoughts without judgment, something beautiful happens. You start to see that you are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not your life circumstances. You are the awareness that observes all of these things. And that awareness, that consciousness, is always peaceful, always whole, always complete. This is not just spiritual philosophy. Modern neuroscience confirms this. When people practice meditation and self-inquiry, their brain structure literally changes. The areas responsible for fear and anxiety shrink. The areas responsible for compassion, presence, and inner peace grow stronger. You can rewire your brain to find happiness within yourself. So the question is not, how can I be happy without other people? The real question is, how can I remove the barriers I've built that are blocking my natural happiness? And that journey starts with this simple recognition. You are already whole. You don't need to find yourself. You need to remember yourself. You don't need to become happy. You need to uncover the happiness that's already there, buried under years of false beliefs. This is your true nature, and it's time to come home to it. Practice self-compassion. Let me ask you something that might make you uncomfortable. How do you talk to yourself when you're alone? When you make a mistake, when you feel lonely, when things don't go your way, what voice speaks in your head? For most people, that voice is cruel. It's harsh. It says things you would never say to someone you love. You're pathetic. Nobody wants you. You'll always be alone. What's wrong with you? Sound familiar? Here's what Buddha taught about this. The way you treat yourself is the foundation of everything. If you're constantly attacking yourself, criticizing yourself, rejecting yourself, then of course you feel miserable when you're alone. You're stuck with someone who hates you, and that someone is you. But when you learn to treat yourself with the same kindness, patience, and love that you'd give to a dear friend, everything shifts. This is called self-compassion, and it's one of the most powerful practices in Buddhism. There's a meditation called metta, or loving-kindness meditation, that Buddha taught over 2,000 years ago. It starts with directing love and goodwill toward yourself before extending it to others. Why? Because you cannot give what you don't have. If you don't have compassion for yourself, you can't genuinely have it for others either. Think about it this way. Imagine your best friend comes to you feeling sad and alone. Would you tell them, "Yeah, you're right to feel terrible, you're worthless"? Of course not. You'd put your arm around them. You'd remind them of their good qualities. You'd encourage them. You'd be gentle. Now, why don't you do the same for yourself? Scientific research has proven how powerful self-compassion really is. Studies from the University of Texas and other institutions show that people who practice self-compassion have significantly lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. They experience less anxiety, less depression, and greater emotional resilience. When you're kind to yourself, your nervous system literally calms down. Your brain feels safe, and from that place of safety, happiness naturally emerges. Let me give you a simple daily practice you can start right now. Every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone or rush into your day, stand in front of a mirror, look yourself in the eyes and say these words out loud. I am enough. I am worthy of love and happiness. I am doing my best, and that is enough. It sounds simple, maybe even silly, but this practice rewires your brain over time. You're replacing years of negative self-talk with positive, compassionate messages. Another powerful practice is this. When you catch yourself being self-critical, pause. Place your hand on your heart and take 3 deep breaths. Then say to yourself, this is a moment of suffering. Suffering is part of life. May I be kind to myself in this moment. This simple gesture activates your body's soothing system and interrupts the cycle of self-judgment. Here's the beautiful truth. When you become your own best friend, you're never truly alone. You always have yourself. And when you like the person you're with, being alone transforms from something painful into something peaceful, even joyful. You start to enjoy your own company. You look forward to quiet moments instead of fearing them. Buddha said that you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Not when you're perfect, not when you have everything figured out, not when other people approve of you. Right now, exactly as you are, flawed, struggling, imperfect, and beautifully human. Treat yourself with that love, and watch how your relationship with loneliness completely transforms. You'll stop running from yourself and start coming home to yourself. And that, my friend, is where true happiness lives. Find joy in simple moments. I want to tell you about something magical that happens when you stop waiting for big moments and start noticing small ones. Most of us have been programmed to think happiness comes from special occasions, a birthday party, a romantic dinner, a weekend trip with friends. And when those things aren't happening, we feel like life is empty. But Buddha taught something radically different. He taught that every single moment contains the possibility of joy, if only you're fully present for it. This is the practice of mindfulness, and it's not complicated. Mindfulness simply means paying complete attention to what's happening right now, without judging it, without wishing it were different. When you drink your morning tea, actually taste it. Feel the warmth of the cup in your hands. Notice the steam rising. Smell the aroma. This simple act, done with full presence, becomes deeply satisfying. You're not drinking tea while scrolling through your phone, thinking about your problems, wishing someone were there with you. You're just drinking tea, and in that moment, you're complete. Buddha practiced what's called walking meditation. He would walk slowly, feeling each step, noticing the earth beneath his feet, the air on his skin, the sounds around him. He found profound peace in this simple activity. You can do the same. Take a 10-minute walk in your neighborhood or a park. Don't listen to music or podcasts. Just walk. Notice everything: the colors of the sky, the sound of birds, the feeling of your body moving. This isn't empty time waiting to be filled. This is life actually being lived. Here's what happens in your brain when you practice this. Neuroscience research shows that mindfulness literally rewires your neural pathways. It's called neuroplasticity. When you consistently bring your attention to the present moment, the parts of your brain associated with worry, rumination, and dissatisfaction become less active. Meanwhile, the parts associated with contentment, awareness, and emotional regulation grow stronger. You're training your brain to find satisfaction in what is, rather than constantly craving what isn't. Even your breathing can become a source of joy. Right now, take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. Now let it out slowly. Feel that. That's your body working perfectly, keeping you alive, asking nothing in return. When you're feeling lonely or sad, come back to your breath. 5 minutes of conscious breathing can shift your entire emotional state. It reminds you that you don't need anything external to experience peace. The truth is, life is made up of small moments. Washing dishes, making your bed, watching the sunset, listening to rain. These aren't the boring parts between the exciting parts. These are your life. And when you learn to be fully present for them, you discover something beautiful. Joy isn't something you have to chase or earn or find in another person. Joy is already here, woven into the fabric of ordinary existence. You just have to slow down enough to notice it. This is how Buddha found enlightenment, not in grand experiences, but in the profound simplicity of each present moment. Serve others without expectation. Now I'm going to share something that might sound backwards at first. When you're feeling lonely and empty, the last thing you probably want to do is think about other people. You're focused on what you don't have, what's missing in your life. But Buddha discovered a beautiful paradox. The fastest way to fill your own heart is to give to others, not to get something back. Not to make friends or build connections, simply to give, because you can. This practice is called dana in Buddhism, which means generous giving. And modern science has caught up with what Buddha knew thousands of years ago. When you help someone, your brain releases oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine. These are the exact same chemicals that make you feel happy, connected, and fulfilled. Researchers call it the helper's high. Your body literally rewards you for serving others. You don't need anyone to give back to you. The act itself creates happiness inside you. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need a big social circle to practice this. You don't need organized volunteer groups or special opportunities. Service can be incredibly simple. Smile at the cashier at the grocery store and ask how their day is going. Hold the door open for a stranger. Leave a kind comment on someone's post. Help your elderly neighbor carry their groceries. Feed stray animals in your area. Pick up trash in your local park. These tiny acts matter. I know someone who felt desperately alone after retiring. No family nearby, few friends left. He started spending 1 hour every Saturday morning cleaning up the neighborhood playground. Nobody asked him to. Nobody even knew his name, but he did it anyway. And something shifted inside him. He stopped feeling useless and invisible. He felt purposeful. He felt connected to his community, even without close relationships. His loneliness didn't disappear completely, but it transformed into something lighter, something bearable. When you serve without expecting anything in return, you break free from the trap of neediness. You stop being someone who only takes and consumes. You become someone who contributes, who adds value to the world. And that shift in identity changes everything. You realize you have something to offer. Your presence matters. Your actions create ripples. Buddha taught that when you light a lamp for someone else, it also brightens your own path. You don't need many people in your life to experience this truth. You just need to look around and ask, how can I help? What small kindness can I offer today? That question alone opens the door to genuine happiness. Create your own inner peace routine. Everything I've shared with you today only works if you actually practice it. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. So let me give you a simple daily routine that will help you build a strong relationship with yourself and create lasting happiness from within. Start your morning with just 5 minutes of meditation. You don't need fancy cushions or perfect silence. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing. When thoughts come, and they will, simply notice them and return to your breath. This 5-minute practice sets the tone for your entire day. It reminds you that peace is always available inside you. In the evening, before you sleep, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Not big things necessarily. Maybe the warm shower you took, the food you ate, the fact that you have a roof over your head. This gratitude practice rewires your brain to notice abundance instead of lack. You start seeing what you have instead of what's missing. Once a week, spend time in nature alone. It doesn't matter if it's a forest, a beach, or just a quiet park. Walk slowly, sit on a bench, Observe the trees, the sky, the birds. Nature has a way of putting everything in perspective. It reminds you that you're part of something much bigger than your temporary feelings of loneliness. Here's the key. Consistency matters more than perfection. Don't worry about doing it perfectly. Some days you'll meditate for 2 minutes instead of 5. Some days you'll forget your gratitude journal. That's okay. What matters is that you keep coming back. You keep showing up for yourself. Think of this routine as building a friendship with yourself. You wouldn't ignore a friend for weeks and expect the relationship to stay strong. The same applies here. Small daily actions create deep transformation over time. You're not just passing time. You're actively creating the inner peace that makes happiness possible, with or without other people in your life. So, my friends, let me leave you with this. Happiness is not something you find in another person. It's not waiting for you somewhere out there. It's an inside job. Buddha spent 6 years alone in the forest, and that's exactly where he found complete peace and enlightenment. Your alone time is not a punishment. It's an opportunity to discover who you truly are beneath all the noise and neediness. You have everything you need right now within you to be happy. The practices I shared today, self-compassion, mindfulness, service, your daily routine, these are your tools. Use them, practice them, and watch your loneliness transform into peaceful solitude. Remember, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means being free to meet yourself, perhaps for the first time. If this video helped you today, please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And tell me in the comments, which practice resonated with you the most? I read every single comment, and your words inspire others on this journey. Thank you for being here. Until next time, be kind to yourself. You deserve it. Peace and blessings.